If you think about it, 2018 has been the year of the heist movie. So far this year, we've already had Den of Thieves, Ocean's 8, In a Way, Solo, American Animals, King of Thieves. I guess in a way you could say Slender Man, considering it just stole everyone's time and money. And now we have the latest addition to the bunch. Widows is the newest film from Steve McQueen. No, wrong one. That's him. Centered on a group of recently widowed women who set out to complete a heist in their husband's memories. I was fairly excited for this film, and you only have to look at the talent involved to see why. Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, Colin Farrell, Liam Neeson, Daniel Kaluuya. Directed by Steve McQueen, whose most recent film 12 Years a Slave won Best Picture. Penned by himself and Gillian Flynn, who wrote Gone Girl. Everything points towards Widows being a smash hit. How'd it turn out? It was fine. It was okay. If I'm being honest, I was a little disappointed. Oops. First things first, there is no denying that Steve McQueen is a sensational director. The way in which he films the drama and the action just help give Widows a really rough and gritty edge that not many heist movies can have these days. And his camera work is second to none. There is a stunning tracking shot where McQueen puts you on the bonnet of a car as you follow a journey from the rough ghetto neighborhood of Chicago all the way through to upper class suburbia. The cast all do a brilliant job. Viola Davis, as always, gives a commanding central performance as she sort of leads her group. Michelle Rodriguez and Elizabeth Debicki share quite a nice chemistry between the two of them. And there's one scene in particular where they're looking for a driver, and I was kind of just hoping that Michelle Rodriguez would turn to the camera and be like, yeah, I know a guy. And then Vin Diesel just walks around the corner. I mean,
his family.
Might have been funny. Anyway, back on track. Daniel Kaluuya gives arguably my favourite performance of the film. He plays bodyguard slash hitman for this new mayoral candidate. And he's just so mysterious and unpredictable, and I captivated every time he was on the screen. I just wish he was on there for so much more, because his personality would just change at the blink of an eye. He'd go from 1 minute encouraging someone to start rapping to then shooting someone point blank in the face. Widows has a lot going on, and unfortunately the heist takes a backseat for most of the film. We start off the film with the heist going wrong, with Liam Neeson and his crew getting completely wasted Grand Theft Auto style. And then it starts to focus on Viola Davis's character as she's coming to terms with her loss, but also finding clues about this new heist that she can partake in. And she needs to do that because her life is being threatened, as well as her precious Westie. Also, I noticed she takes that Westie everywhere. Like, I don't think there's a scene where she doesn't have that Westie with her. Then there's a whole sub-story involving Colin Farrell's character and Brian Tyree Henry's character in a mare race, and I just think that it was one storyline too many. Because if I'm being honest, the script was all over the place. It really didn't know where to focus, and spent half the time shuffling its feet thinking, okay, where am I going to go now? Look, I know, primarily this isn't a heist film per se, it's more a film about dealing with loss, grief, and the struggle that comes with it. And I like that it presents that unique perspective on the heist story. However, it could have really done with a kick up the arse. Initially, I just thought, oh, it's just taking a little while to get there, but it will pick up the pace eventually. And then 45 minutes into the film, I'm thinking, okay, it's a slow burn. But it will eventually pick up, hopefully. And then with 20 minutes left at the end, they realise, oh yeah, we have a heist to complete. Sped through that at a rate of knots, and then, boom, movie's done. Don't get me wrong, as a depiction of struggling with grief, insights on racial politics, and an encouraging tale on combating sexism, Widows is a brilliantly made film. The filmmaking on display is exquisite, and the messages that McQueen is trying to tell us are undeniably important. But the central story just couldn't grip me. I couldn't get engaged with the film. I couldn't fully invest myself in it. And that just led to this emotional disconnect between myself and what was going on screen. Put it this way. It feels like a motivational speaker telling you all of these important ideals, but with the most monotone voice possible. Let me give you a quick example. I always know when a film has hooked me if, after a few days of seeing the film, I can name a fair few of the main characters. I can't do that with Widows. All in all, I can recommend Widows, but only if you go in with the right expectations. It is a slow burn, focused on timely themes, and it isn't a stylish, funky, jazzy Ocean's 11 type film. Personally, though, I really struggled to fully engage with the story and characters, but the filmmaking on display is undeniably fantastic, and so that is why I'm going to give Widows a 6.5 out of 10. And there you have it. I'm interested. If you've seen Widows, let me know what you think about it in the comments below, because I feel like I'm slightly in the minority here. I look online and there's overwhelming love and support for this film, and that's great. If you love this film, I'm happy for you. I really struggled to fully invest with this one. Also, I want to know in the comments, what is your favorite heist movie of 2018 so far? I'd have to go for American Animals. If you haven't seen it, it's one of my favorite films of the year, some of the best editing I've ever seen, so check that out if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Links to my Facebook and Twitter are down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.